Am I love? Am I love? Am I love? I promise this weekend I'm gonna learn to use OBS. I'm gonna learn to use OBS. The kitties are by my side. They got some shots today. Yeah, yeah. The kitties got some shots today. You know, the boy, he wants to be held. The boys want to be held. Okay, I don't need you. Let me cut this. Hold up. Let me turn this off before you look at you. See, look at you. Stop it. Stop it. She want. Hey, she likes water. She wants to crawl on the keyboards and stuff like that. He just wants to be held. Yeah, they got their first shots today. But what I want to talk about is learning to be still and quiet. The reason why I was in the hospital ER again because the fluid built up. And my friend who's in the medical field told me to go to the emergency room, to the ER because of the health crisis I had 3 weeks ago. So I was talking to the doctor and I told him, I said, I really have to learn to relax. I have to learn not to be Captain Save-A-Ho. I have to learn because I see something. If I can keep you from going over a cliff unnecessarily, if I can keep you from going over a cliff, I do it. But I have to realize a lot of people don't want to be saved. A lot of people don't want to go to the next level in life. They love they love going up the rough side of the mountain. Now, don't get mad, my buddy, but I'm just sharing the story because it's my story. When you're a part of my life, you so I got these opportunities to work from home, and I love it. I love it, love it. So a friend of mine has her own practice, and she's trying to have a baby, bring some babies in the world. And I know when I was pregnant, I was commuting from Patterson, New Jersey to Raritan for one pregnancy, my last pregnancy. And that was hard on the body. And then when I was pregnant with my daughter, my first child, I had my own law practice. It was so much stress going on. I didn't get the time to really be a mom. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a mom, I took off for a few months, but then, I was back to work. But with the last baby, I was able to stay home because I was a corporate attorney and I went on FMLA leave, family leave. But they had to replace the position, even though I could have sued them. I really could have sued them for discrimination, but because they knew that was just too much of a commute for me. And then to know that they have 3, 4 small children. I never told people I had kids until I get the job because that's another discrimination. People feel that women, because in our first role, it really is to be our mother, to nurture these babies. At least for the first 5 years, you got to be there. But my husband was home. So we were always around the kids. When I came in for work, I took over. So for the first 5 years of a child's life is crucial. It's very stressful, especially if you're a new mom, if this is new to you. And if you have multiple children, now I have what's called Irish twins. I think they call it Irish twins. And that's when you have kids that are less than 18 months apart. My kids are exactly 8 months apart, 18 months apart. I found out I was pregnant with my daughter. I was pregnant with my son, my second child, when my daughter was 10 months. And then he was born the following June. So they are exactly 8 months apart. And then the middle boy and the last boy, they're 2 years apart. So they're very close in age. I didn't want a big wide gap between the kids. And I was done. Number three is lucky he got here because my doctor, my OBGYN, talked me out of not tying my tubes at 31. He said at least wait till 35 because you never know what's gonna happen, and that's such a drastic decision, and you're still young. But when that 33, I told him tie my tubes. I'm gonna be like Geneva. I'm gonna end up with 13 kids. He said, "Okay, okay, that's good. Well, that's good. Yeah, three's enough." He said, "Three's." And I named, and I was the only one. She said, he said, "You the only one." I named, and I didn't know I was doing this unconsciously. I named my son Daniel after him. Yeah, Dr. Daniel Thaler. Yes, I named him right after him. Good doc, best doc. He's no longer he's an anesthesiologist now. He's no longer a OBGYN. That doctor, I don't know, something must have happened because he was good. He was a great doctor. He delivered all three of my kids, all three of them. So, but anyway, let's talk about being still. So I'm seeing her trying to have a baby. So I'm trying to let her transition over so she can be at home, give her body the rest she needs so she can have these babies. I wished I had this when I was growing up a kid. This is perfect. Perfect. You don't have to spend 2, 3, 4 hours commuting back and forth, depending on where you are. That's such a waste of time. And some people like the commute because okay, all right. Um, the commute, because they use that as a time to unwind, to settle down. I know my friend, she loves settling down. She's a VP for a bank. She loves settling down and using that time for herself, to listen to music and, just to wind down. But she told me she's overwhelmed. I kept sending her different stuff because you can work on various projects. She never told me if she got a job with a project, if she was doing a project. Never told me, never, no follow up, no nothing. So I'm assuming she's not working. So I'm sending her stuff until. But anyway, I told her I won't send her anything else. Some things you gotta mind your business. You really gotta mind your business. I think a lot of our problem is we don't mind our business. And it's not being now, I'm not telling you to be selfish, but let God order you and tell you who to help. One, let somebody ask you for help. That's one. If they don't ask you for help, then don't help them. I'm the Captain Save-A-Ho. I know you need help, so I'm gonna help you because I don't know if your pride's in the way or what. I'm gonna help you. And there's some people that will ask you for help because they'll take advantage of you. But I'm learning to just wind down. I'm learning to guard my mind and my heart. I'm learning to protect it. And you don't spread yourself too thin. You don't keep giving after empty cup. And you have to learn to take time out for yourself and be still and be quiet. This is what I'm learning to do. I never in my for my 58 years on this earth, I never knew how to relax. I was always a go, 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 go. When you're a go getter, go getter, go. You could just you get on that train, like you're like a hamster, and you just and you go and you go and you go and go until you crash. And now it's impacting my health. And now and I feel like this was a video I did earlier. I have to learn to just slow it down and take care of you. There are things that I need to really reserve my energy because it's going to take it's going. And I know I have to correct some things, and those are the things God want me to help. He want me to do things that's going to help millions of people, not just one or two. We're on global change. And I'm excited. I don't know why people are anxious. I think this is a very exciting time. I do. This is a time for us to learn about ourselves. This is our time to learn to say no. People are tired of rat race. People are tired of being a rat, a hamster on that treadmill, just going, 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 and not going anywhere. Not going nowhere when it comes to knowing who you are. Another young man I talked to, I said, you don't have to prove that you're smart. Just be. Just be. Learn to just be at peace. Learn to just be great. Let your life be an example. Stop trying to teach a lesson before you master it. We have people that just sell wisdom. I would never pay Warren Buffett to sit down and talk to him. I would never pay Master P or any of those people. I ain't paying people. If you're not a college where I can get credits and earn a degree and a credit, I'm not doing it. Because people learn a little something off of YouTube, or they plagiarize, take it from someone else, repackage it, and give it to you and sell it. If it's in a book form, you should get book royalties. But I'm not running to a seminar that's really a commercial to sell you products. They'll give you a little tidbit. Let me tell you, it's so much free advice here on YouTube. Learn from people who are already successful and have a proven track record and what you want to do. But you have to learn to be still and be quiet and guard your mind and your heart and your emotion and your well-being. And put that ego to a side. The ego is very dangerous. It's not humble. God likes a broken and a contrite spirit because then he can really do something to you, for you. And take, I gotta fix my pictures. They kind of crooked. My Ten Commandments crooked. The Bill of Rights and the Constitution a little crooked. Yeah, yeah. I gotta fix those. But yeah, I'm gonna rest. I don't like long videos because your time is precious to me and my time is precious. But you have a nice day. Learn to be still. And another thing, learn to let go of relationships. Stop looking back. Stop looking back. Stop looking back. All right. Have a wonderful day. Increase the peace. Bye.